Drama City Productions
This
presents
is Conversations with Paycheck and Red, a weekly podcast with two good old boys talking about anything and everything that crosses their mind. You may not know what you're going to get with an episode of Paycheck and Red, but you sure know you don't want to miss it. So do what you got to do. Download the app, find the episodes online, and make sure that you don't miss 1 second of Conversations with Paycheck and Red.
I'm ready when you are, man. And look here, this is I'm Paycheck and this is Red. I don't like that other shit we were doing. It's weird.
What?
Whenever you introduce yourself and then wait on me to introduce myself, it sounded better when you did it.
Do you want me to go continue with and as always, I'm with my boy Red?
Yeah, just say something. You can change it up and say something else, but yeah, I like to keep doing that.
You throw that on me right when we're fixing to go fucking live, you dick.
That's the way I do things, man. Sorry.
Dude, I trip up on and as always, I'm with my boy Red. It doesn't matter. Fuck it. You ready? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. What's up, friends, family? Welcome back to another life-altering, mind-bending, no-holds-bar episode, Conversations with Paycheck and Red. I'm Paycheck, and as always, I'm with that motherfucker Red.
What's up, party people? Today's episode is brought to you by Drama City Productions, the new home of Conversations with Paycheck and Red. Check out dramacityproductions.com to check out all the other podcasts that the network has to offer. There's a lot of cool shit on there, man. dramacityproductions.com.
The new home.
Mm-hmm.
Put your feet up, relax, chill out.
Yeah. So, how was your week, man?
What's been going on for the past week?
Not a whole lot, really.
You're so fucking old. You're old and boring.
I just turned 39 last week, man. I feel a difference in 38 and 39, like night and day. Like
yeah, everybody, let's stop.
My whole world changed. Like my whole way of thinking has changed. Like it's a whole thing.
Well, real quick, before we're going further, let's take a moment. Let's everybody that's listening wish Red a happy birthday. Mine was the 15th of this month. I didn't even know your birthday was in November.
Yeah, man. That's been all my life.
But you're not, no shit. But you're not a Scorpio though, right?
I am not. Yeah. I am a Sagittarius.
Sucker. Miranda, didn't you just have a birthday?
My birthday's on the 10th.
Of December.
Of December.
Oh.
Wait a minute, hold on. Who is this you're talking to here? We haven't even introduced this young lady yet.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. This is we have a special episode today because we have this topic that Red and I have been talking about. What you tell them? Why don't you tell them what the topic is first?
It's been building up for like a week and a half now, man. There's a lot of people out there wanting to hear this shit.
Yeah.
We are talking about relationships back in the day as opposed to relationships in the 2000s and the birth of the dick pic.
Whoa. Dude, what kind of podcast is this? You can just say dick pic?
Penis picture.
Yeah, dude, I don't know if I like the way the word dick sounds coming out of your mouth, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but you like the way the word dick sounds going in, though, right?
Yeah. Well, since we're talking about dick pics and dating, I don't know if y'all noticed.
If there are any 10-year-olds listening, it's a penis picture.
At 10 years old, I don't think it's a penis at 10 years old. I think it's like a snake or a tallywhack or a pecker.
It's a penis at 10 years old.
No.
Yeah.
For you was probably fast at 10 years old, wasn't you?
No. But I've got a 10-year-old and it's a penis.
Yeah. All right. So real quick, So since we're talking about dick pics and dating and everything, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Red's a dude and I'm a dude. So what do we know? So we have a special guest. We have the female perspective. It's a longtime friend of mine. Her name is Miranda. So welcome to the podcast. Miranda, that's Red. Red, say what's up to Miranda.
Hello, Miranda. How are you?
Hi, Red. I'm good.
All right, so quick little background real quick, because most people know the basics about Red and I. If you don't mind, can you tell us how old you are?
I am 37. I'll be 38 on the 10th of December.
Okay, so that kind of puts us all in the same age range to a certain extent, give or a few, couple of years or whatever, but I think we all lived in the genres or the era that each one of us lived in. Would that be safe to assume?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's use a timeline here when it comes to dating and all the stuff that Red just mentioned. Okay, so back in the day, I'm gonna say junior high-ish, not 7th grade junior high, but like ninth grade junior high, or 8th grade. It's weird now. It's changed since we've been in school. But anyway, right? So I remember in 9th grade of junior high is when I found girls, and as a young male, see, men are different than females. Males are not mature at that age. Females are. So boys, they don't even know how to comprehend the whole female. Does she like me? Does she know that I even exist? They don't know how to communicate that. They don't know how to think that. Females, on the other hand, they're already thinking about boys. You know what I mean? I think females mature faster than boys do. Miranda, would you say that or no?
I mean, some girls were like that in junior high, but not all of us.
Did you?
I guarantee you that I was thinking about girls a whole lot longer or a whole lot earlier than most females were thinking about boys. And personal experience.
Ray was just really smooth when he was a kid.
No, I went through ugly duckling syndrome when I was a kid.
You can still be ugly and smooth.
No,
Look at me.
I didn't.
Look at me.
No, I didn't.
I said, look at me. I'm ugly and smooth.
For me, I was real shy. Like, I had ugly duckling syndrome. Like, I didn't think girls thought I was attractive. I always compared myself to the other kids. Hold on one second.
Always, man. Every time.
You have the world's smallest bladder.
I think he was ordering pizza.
Like 2 hours ago.
Yeah. I was paycheck, gotta be asking for my damn money back.
Sorry about that. I had a family emergency. But when I was a kid growing up, I had ugly duckling syndrome. Like, I didn't think people liked me, so it was hard for me to make that move to like, boys at that age don't read the signals on if a girl likes him or not. They don't know how to read those signals.
Guys don't read the signals now, so.
No, that's not true. Listen, in my opinion, and I'm glad we're talking about all this, the problem with a conversation like this is that we're gonna have to separate men from little fucking boys. The insecure mama's boy that sends dick pics in his mom's basement. That's who you're gonna talk about, right?
Yeah, I think the term for that is a fuckboy.
Is it what?
Is a fuckboy?
Yeah. So that, listen, this is big because when I have conversations like this with females, it's not all dudes are like that. In my opinion, well, let's back up. So, okay, let's start with Red. Red, let's skip junior high. Let's just get to the real deal. Let's say freshman in high school.
Yeah.
What was dating like? Did you date at that age? Did you have girlfriends at that age? And if you did, how did you get them?
It was, oh man, we used to hang out at the skating rink. We would cruise the mall, and you would see a girl that, you found attractive or you wanted to get with, and you either, for something like that, you just stopped and talked to them for a little bit and wound up riding with them or something like that. But at school, just, hey, go tell so-and-so that I think she's cute, or You know what I mean? It was just a really twisted game of telephone. Really.
I think you hit it. I don't think that anything else can be said. I think you hit it right on the head. I think that at that age, I think that's how it works in the majority on my end. Telling my friend to go tell her that I think she's cute.
Right.
Miranda, do girls do that in as a freshman?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
It's always, or you would go to their best friend and ask a whole bunch of questions about them, like who do they like, or what do they like to do, or who are they talking to, or do you think they'd like me? You get that little insight, and then you kind of drop the whole, well, you should go tell them that, you know, I'm interested. And then you were dating the next day. You get a phone call on your landline.
Yeah. Wait a minute. So y'all bypassed the whole checkbox, yes or no?
I
You
didn't.
said 9th grade in high school, man.
Yeah,
I
we
don't do
didn't
that shit
write
in 9th
notes.
grade in high school.
Well,
Did you send a love letter in high school?
I mean, I had guys, like, I had a few guys write some poems and stuff. I had one guy write a song for me. That was really sweet.
Gay?
I've done that.
No, that was not gay. That was not gay at all. I actually choked up a little bit on that in the 9th grade. So he touched those feelings.
See, that was my thing.
My boobs too. So.
You what?
I said it touched my feelings, so
Yeah.
I let him touch my boobs.
So Red, so you're a musician. So you've done this?
A couple
Well,
times, actually.
So what? Let me play it out. This whole stereotypical. You're out on the lawn with a little picnic basket. You pull out the old acoustic guitar and yeah, I wrote this for you, baby.
No, didn't happen like that at all. Actually,
Everybody has to play on their strengths, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, by the time I wrote a love song or whatever you want to call it for a girl, she was already coming to my house and hanging out on the weekends and shit. So when she was over one weekend, we were hanging out outside on the porch, and I just told her that I wrote her a song, and I went and got my guitar and I started playing.
Did you cry while you were singing it?
No.
Did she?
No, but she thought it was really sweet, and I got to touch her boob.
See?
Yeah. But that was it, just the boob?
I think so, yeah. That was like the first few times we had been actually together, so it was just like a first base kind of thing.
Okay, so courting in high school, that's what we're talking about here. So there was we courted in high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you want to call it that, Grandpa.
Listen, it's funny you say that because I'm actually using Miranda's word. Miranda used that word when her and I were talking.
It is my word. There is no courtship anymore.
So courtship, let's talk about that. So from a female's perspective, what is courtship? What is involved in courtship?
Any more, or what should there be?
Well, let's start with back in the day. Let's start with high school. How was one courted in high school?
In high school, you were forced to get to know somebody, talk to them, show them that you had a personality. We didn't have cell phones, so you fought your brothers and sisters over a landline and getting tangled up in the cord in the kitchen, trying to hide your conversation from your parents while you're giggling on the phone with your boyfriend or your girlfriend to be, possibly. You sneak off at basketball games or school functions, dances. Even occasionally you're like staying this night at somebody's house that you might not really have stayed the night with before, but they live 2 houses down from somebody you kind of like, so in your favor. You get a little older and maybe even go out to parties or something, but you were forced to know someone, to actually find out if, hey, they're funny, they're kind, they're nice, they're a dick, I don't like them, I love them, any of that. But now it's not like that. It's all gone. There is no courtship. And even so much, like when you're in high school, when you get even older, you're saying 9th grade, it's at that level, the spending the night at a friend's house, kind of sneaking around, talking on the phone. But when you get your driver's license, then you would open up more doors like, I'm going to take her out to get a burger, maybe the movies or something. But there was still a shyness and innocence. You would hold back a little bit, and then there was still that excitement, that newness, that freshness inside. When they would touch you, you'd get goosebumps, or you'd feel something rising and or tingling in your pants, all those things. It doesn't happen like that anymore.
You're right, because that was the part that I always enjoyed the most, and I try to explain that. And by the way, I don't appreciate you saying all those things to two guys who have teenage daughters. You're pretty much telling us that they are going to sneak out.
Oh, yeah.
And there's going to be some tingling going on.
Oh, there's going to be panty tinglings.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Guaranteed they probably got some thongs hidden somewhere that you don't know about.
No. That was one thing that, we did together. They expressed their concerns. I asked them some questions. I understood their answers, so I took them to Victoria's Secret. But see, I have a good relationship with my kids. I get it. When I was a kid, I know that it was about what kind of clothes you wear. They're in an age to where materialistic things are a big deal. We can deny it. We can all say, well, we're not like that, or my kids ain't gonna be like that. But being cool in high school makes high school go a lot smoother. So if you can be cool, and if I can help you be cool to get you through high school, then I don't mind chipping in a little bit of money, you know what I mean? I'm not going to buy a brand new fucking, because she goes to Middleburg. Probably shouldn't be saying that, but it's country folks out there. She wants big truck, big tires, lift kits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so courting for you, same thing?
Man, she hit the nail on the head. It was exactly like that. It was almost like we went to the same school. I can't say any more about it. She hit the nail on the head with that one, man. That's exactly how it went down at my high school, just like that.
Yeah, it was mine too. For the guys who don't have a job, don't have a vehicle, they're still depending on mommy and daddy. I have had my mom drop me off at my girlfriend's house and pick me up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So for me, courting was finding any way possible to talk to and see my high school girlfriend, who also does not have a vehicle, nor a job, nor any money. You know what I mean? So back then, as a guy, we had to try really hard. You know what I mean? Like, how hard it is to talk your mom into taking you and dropping you off at your girlfriend's house? You know what I mean? So now fast forward to the present. So it's almost safe to say that an individual, a guy, and I'm sure girls are guilty of it too, women are guilty of it, but that's not on the agenda anymore. It's instant gratification is what it seems that everybody is after these days. And look, I've been single, I've been married, I've been divorced, so I've been in all the different, groups or whatever, and it's the instant gratification. That's where we're at in the dating scene. I want tits, and I want to see them now.
Here's my dick.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Here's my down payment dick pic. Now let me see those titties.
Yeah, here's the dick that I fluffed for the past 5 minutes. Tell me what you think.
It looks like every other dick, just a different shade of color.
And here's the crazy thing. Now, I'm this is a biased opinion because I'm male or whatever, but there's nothing attractive about a penis, especially a flaccid penis. So the question that I always have, and I want a female answer.
Wait a minute. Is that your professional opinion or is that Paycheck's opinion?
No, I can only depend on Miranda's professional opinion.
Oh, I'm a professional in dicks?
No, what I'm saying is, so when you receive a dick pic, I'm assuming that they're erect dick pics, correct?
Oh, well, okay, so there is one guy who would consistently send me dick pics, and he was hung like a fucking horse, and he would send both. And I really couldn't tell the difference in the two, honestly. I never told him to stop sending me pictures, but it was almost like a freakish thing. It wasn't like, oh my God, I want to jump on that. I was more like, hell fucking no, I don't need reconstructive surgery to my vagina. so thanks, but no thanks. But please keep sending those freak show pictures, because me and everybody else think it's hilarious.
Like a train wreck. It's like a train wreck.
No, like if anybody jumps on that dick, it's busting the walls out. Okay, that's like, oh,
not to change the subject, but I've heard from multiple females that there is such thing as too big.
Yeah, that would be that. That's too big. That's just.
You've already done that episode, Paycheck. We can't do that.
I know, but we have a female perspective. I want to ask her all kind of questions.
I mean,
I'm going to ask her
if it's hitting your belly button.
What?
If it's hitting your belly button from the inside, that's too damn much. There is a such thing as bottoming out.
Yeah,
bottoming out.
That's Red and I did a Does Size Matter episode a while back. Statistically, anything under 6 inches is considered small. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Is that a fair assumption from a female's perspective?
I mean, yeah, but there's also, you have to weigh in like girth.
Yeah, you don't want to have a beer can. You don't want a beer can in that motherfucker, do you?
No, coming at you 3 inches long and 6 inches thick. No.
Look at Red. That's probably what he's got. Look at him. He looks like a guy that'll have a little beer can, little dick.
Those gingers now.
Yeah.
I've heard you guys are pretty fierce with your old thick dicks.
Is that true, Red? Gingers have big dicks?
I said thick.
Thick dicks? Gingers have thick?
He's not gonna comment.
Hold on a minute. That would be safe to say that's a fair assumption.
Yeah, of course. All right, so
oh, well, you asked me, I think you asked me like the attractive level or the attractiveness of a dick and or dick pics.
yeah, that's one thing I don't get. Like that's not attractive, right? I mean, so when you open a dick pic, have you ever opened a dick pic and had tingling in your panties? Your words, of course.
No.
Exactly. That's my point. So when a guy sends a dick pic, I'm assuming that he would think that this would turn her on.
I think so. But I mean, to be honest, if I was with somebody and they sent me a picture of like them stroking themselves, that's different. Because that's like, hey, they're getting aroused, and I can see that they're getting aroused by me, not just, a random dick pic. Because I'm also gonna add to this, we're not stupid, and we do kind of look in the background or pay attention to the underwear you're wearing. If you send me 2 consecutive dick pics with 2 different pairs of underwear on, you're storing that shit in your library, and you're probably sending it to 20 other females too.
Wow. Wait a minute. So you're saying that guys are walking around with a quote-unquote plethora of dick pics in their library?
Yes. They have them on the ready. How the fuck are you gonna send a dick pic when you're at Publix shopping for your groceries? Like, hey babe, where you at? I'm picking up groceries. Bam, here's a dick pic. What the fuck? Where are you at? Did you go in the bathroom and were just like, hey, I just got aroused by the bread section. It smelled so yeasty. Like, what the fuck was that?
Hey, but the bad thing is that dudes are creepy like that. Dudes will do that. That is so weird about dudes. But now, I will say that I've received the female equivalent to a dick pic a few times.
Is there a name for that? Is there a name for that?
I don't know.
Do girls have a name for them?
The jeans. Bob's and the jeans.
No, I mean the equivalent of a dick pic.
So it'd be a vagina pic?
I've asked. I mean, I guess it's just when it's coming from a chick, it's just nudes. Send nudes. Because we're completely naked, and we don't want to see y'all's tits,
Yeah. But there is.
I want to see mine.
But there is a tit pic.
Tit pics, yeah.
Just no, I guess.
Clit pic?
Yeah. Dude, we can do it right now.
Let's just start it. We'll just start it. It's gonna be called a clit pic.
Yeah, but that would insinuate that the clit will be in the picture. If you get a view up facing down, you might just see anus and butt crack.
See, he's a professional. He's received
Hey,
a lot of things.
I've seen a picture too in my day.
Jake knows what angle to hold the camera to get the best lighting.
And I'm going to tell you guys something right now. When you asked us to take these pictures, do you know what acrobatic feats have to be accomplished?
I would say that for a female in general, taking any photos of themselves are going to take 15 to 20 to get one good one.
Yep. I think we're having some technical difficulties. She's froze on my end.
I see that. Look at her face. Miranda.
I think we lost her, Paycheck.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy. A female's perspective, dude. That was wild for me.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was enjoying that. I was enjoying a female's perspective.
Yep.
But she makes a good point. You know, if she's getting a multitude of dick pics while dude's at Publix, that means that he has photos of his dick just randomly in his phone.
He has a preemptive spank bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says that she's still here, but can you hear us? Because we can't hear you. Okay, she can hear us. Hold on just a minute. She can see us. Okay, you're froze, so hang up and I'm gonna add you back.
Huh. For everybody watching, this is a super awkward situation, but for those listening, it's just technical difficulties.
But this is what happens when, you know, as most people know, Red lives a good 500 plus miles away from me.
Yes.
So
This is our first third-party Skype call, so bear with us, people. I just find it super interesting that there's another opinion on this rather than my own.
what do you mean? You have a different opinion?
No, I mean just another opinion on the other side of this fence rather than my own, standing on one side of the other side of the fence.
Yeah, and that's what intrigued me when we first started talking about this. This episode is. It's true that the whole dating scene has changed. It's not like it used to be. Hold on, bear with me here. I'm trying to figure this out here. All right, she might be coming back. But I noticed it just by, you know, being out in public or being at restaurants. You see this young couple in their early 20s. I don't know how old they are. I know they're way fucking younger than I am. And they're on their phones. Everything's about their phone. I have daughters. You have daughters. You see that. Now I can't find her on here. Hold on. Crap. Okay, there she go. All right, y'all bear with us. We're bringing her back. But yeah, dude, everybody's on their phone, so everything must be through phones and social media and dick pics and clit pics. Is that what we decided on? Clit pics?
Clit pics, yes sir.
All right, Miranda, we got you back?
Yeah.
All right.
Leave it to dick pics to break the internet.
Well, you know, the whole instant gratification. I believe that the internet, social media, society, I think in general, that's where we're heading. And the whole dating scene is just a product within. You know what I mean? This is where we're at. The computer era.
Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with porn.
Ooh.
Look at the way the porn industry is leading America. I mean, or the world for that matter. I mean, look at some of the porn that's out there. It's all revolved around social media.
Yo.
Plus, it's readily available at the tips of your fingers on your phone. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be. You don't have to be in your bedroom sneaking it on your computer anymore. You can go anywhere because it's right there in your hand.
Voyeurism is a huge thing.
Yeah, but you make a good point in that it's porn desensitizes males. So a male is watching a babysitter porn or a groped. Dude, there's all kind of crazy shit out there. A groped porn. So they watch this so many times and they fantasize about it and they jerk off about it, and then it becomes a reality to them. So the next time they're, on a train or all that porn starts coming out and the brain starts working on them. So a normal, sane person pre-internet wouldn't just walk up and show his dick to some random stranger because he likes her or, he wants a blowjob or whatever. But because of the computer era and the instant look, dude, there is nothing you can't obtain through your cell phone. I can order whatever. I can live in my fucking house and never leave again, all because I have a cell phone. So my point is that not only does it make dating a little more impersonal, but it makes every other aspect of your life, if you use it the way it said, with all the resources available on it. You can order pizzas, you can order food, you can order furniture, you can order water, you can order a car, you can order an escort. Everything's readily available on your cell phone, so you never even have to leave the house. And that makes everything less personable. And that's why people, their brains change, their mentality. Unfortunately, I'm going to use the word evolve. It's not really evolve. What's the reverse of evolve?
De-evolved.
Default?
Evolve, is that what it is?
De-evolved.
I believe that's what we're doing, and I believe that we're seeing it in the dating world.
That's
So-
exactly
so-
what it is. The porn industry has made dick pics and clit pics and tit pics and ass pics and whatever other kind of pics you can come up with. They've made that shit acceptable. So when a guy sends a dick pic, he automatically assumes that's what a woman wants because he's seen it in a porno.
I don't think I've ever seen a porno where a guy sent a dick pic.
There's a few out there. I've seen a couple.
What kind of weird shit are you into?
Me? I'm not the one over here naming groped porn and babysitter porn and whatever the hell else that was you were talking about.
Hey, listen, I don't come up with their topics. I just scroll through the topics.
Me either. Me either.
All right, well, listen. So this episode came about because Miranda is a beautiful, intelligent, single woman looking for love and is having problems finding it because guys have turned into insensitive pricks, no pun intended. And sending and their way of courting today is by sending dick pics almost immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So, in average, just give us a summary of the dating scene that you've seen it currently.
Shit. Well, I mean, anything anymore, anybody will tell you have to go online.
Okay, wait. Stop there for a second. So, do you not go out in public on a date with an individual? Like, do you meet somebody at the grocery store, make eye contact, go up to him and say, "Hey, what's up? I'm Miranda. What's your name?"
No.
Or does any guys approach you in public and, "Hey, I'm Johnny. You're a beautiful woman. I'd like to just come, meet
No.
you."
No.
No?
No.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me work through this for a second. Are you the type of person that could approach a man and say, "Hey, what's up? I'm Miranda. I'm into you. What's your name, your number, and all that good stuff"? Could you do that?
Could I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Have you in the past? Have you ever done that? Have you ever approached a man, a stranger, in public, and voiced your interest in him?
I did at a club. I think I had absolute courage.
Yeah, I heard that. Red, have you ever done that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so too either. I think I've always been the guy that met females through friends. That's just easier for me. It's more natural. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not the one-liner guy. I don't have the suave one-liners to pick up chicks. I'm the guy that, hi, I'm Johnny. You know what I mean? That's it. That's my go-to.
Hey baby, was your daddy a terrorist? Cause you the bomb.
Oh shit.
What was the one that was always my favorite? I never heard it used, but you know, I've heard people talk about it. What was it called? Was it Did It Hurt?
You fell from heaven?
Yeah, when you fell from heaven. That was always a pretty smooth one.
I actually went to a military ball last night, and afterwards we went to a bar. I was a third wheel, which I'm habitually a third wheel anymore for everything and every event. But, you know, I take it in stride. We went out to a bar, and I actually got this line from someone who was very, very young, didn't think that I was 38, and then let's just say he could have been my kid. And he said something, and his twang was a little off, and I asked him if he was from Tennessee, and he said, no, but you're the only 10 I see. I laughed pretty fucking hard, and then I was like, oh, you poor baby. Go get your little 20.
Wait a minute. But were you turned off by that? Were you offended by that? Did that give you... the reason I'm asking is because that is one of the reasons, what your answer is going to be, is one of the reasons why guys don't approach females. So were you turned off, turned on? Did it make you, was it funny to you?
It was funny, but
See?
I can't say that I wasn't turned on or turned off, because to me he was just a baby. Like he was.
Yeah, no, but were you flattered?
Old.
Right,
Oh
were
yeah,
you flattered?
definitely.
Okay.
I did tell him that if I was a cradle robber, I'd rock his, but I'm not.
Okay, so no. Apparently, people aren't just randomly approaching strangers and voicing their interest. So we've all been subjected to online dating.
No, these people are standing in the same club 20 foot from one another, scrolling through Tinder to see if they can find their picture on Tinder. And when they're in the same club.
That is an accurate statement. Or they'll come up to you and go, hey, you got that snap? Let me get that snap. And then like 10 minutes later, they're sitting somewhere in that area, close vicinity to you, and they're texting you. Because there's no one can have a face-to-face conversation. It all has to be through text. And that's
not personal anymore. Wow.
That people can't hold someone's attention. They have to find their voice through text. And nobody calls anyone anymore. If you try to call somebody, they treat you like you've got leprosy or something. Like, what the fuck is wrong? Why are you calling me? Because I don't like.
So I would be so out of the loop if I was trying to get a girl right now.
Yeah, just stay married. Stay married.
Because I'd be in the club, be like, let me get your number, and be like, what?
Yeah, they'll be like, you can have my snap. Hit me up on
snap, yeah.
Hit me up on IG. And if you're really dirty, they'll be like, you got that kick.
What is that?
That's another messaging app that's like really dirty, from what I understand.
Let me write that down.
AIK.
Are those capital K's?
Yes. Right. And then you've got WhatsApp.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar with the whole online. I've done the online dating. And you're right for the most part. And as a male, I'm guilty of. I guess, in some weird way, I felt sometimes, depending on the app that I was on, and I'm sure that you can relate or confirm, what app you're on kind of dictates the tempo and what's expected, and what, right?
I mean, all it dictates is literally that, how long it's gonna take to get a dick. Honestly, what it fucking dictates. So if you're like on Match, it's gonna be a little bit before the brother sends you a dick pic. If you're on POF, that shit's coming right away. Tinder, I don't even know why it's not in their profile picture. There's that.
Hey, so that makes my statement true then. So like you said, and you mentioned Plenty of Fish, which I know that one as to be one of the X-rated, one of the grimy ones. Like if you sign up on that, you pretty much are going to receive a dick pic or send a dick pic at some point, correct?
If you're signed up on that, you're DTF. No. You can't be going in that and being like, oh, in a relationship. Liar. Liar. This is not Plenty of Fish. This is Plenty of Fucks. That's what that guy needs to change its name to.
Okay, so when you're in this online dating thing, are these the apps that you're using?
What?
I asked that because I'm trying to figure out, is a guy capable of meeting some woman at a grocery store and then the following day during regular chit chat it becomes sexual and he sends a dick pic?
I mean, so I tried all three of those and it was terrible. It was a train wreck. But I've met guys too, like that, you know, I work in an area where I'm in constant contact with the public. And the majority of them right now in the area that I'm in the wintertime is men. And this is disheartening, but some of them are married. Most of them are married. That's the other problem that I personally end up having, is getting solicited by married guys all too often. But they'll ask you for your number or they'll find you. This is the other thing that's kind of fucking creepy too, because Facebook is at this expert stalker goddamn level. They'll tell you when somebody's close by, or if you've passed them more than once. That's also actually a thing on Match. If they're in your area, they'll find you on the internet, and then all of a sudden you've got a friend request from somebody that you kind of think looks familiar, and then all of a sudden it's the guy that comes into your work. And he's hitting you up and like, hey, you know, I've never had the opportunity to really talk to you for 5 minutes and be like, hey, so you want to fuck? You want to hook up? What are you doing later? We should hang out. Hang out does not mean hang out like it meant when we were, you know, hanging out. Hang out means he's gonna let his dick hang out and he's gonna want you to catch it with your hands, your tits, your mouth, or your vagina.
Or the anal. I mean, come on, we're this 2018 here.
I mean, first date, if she be giving up the booty like that, then props. I mean, props. But she's probably a super slut, so.
Yeah, but that's apparently that's what guys are after with the whole instant gratification, immediate dick pic, immediate touch, and then here's where it all goes weird for me. Okay, I send a dick pic. You reciprocate with a clit pic. We bang. Okay, then what? So, you know, does a dick pic now?
The dick pic then becomes obsolete.
No, the dick pics don't stop.
They don't stop. They become obsolete because you've already seen it in real life.
Right. So do the dick pics stop at that point?
No, they don't stop. They just keep coming.
Okay.
I made myself laugh.
But I have to know, has so I'm assuming that well, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Again, I've been divorced, separated, single, all that good stuff, and I've experienced the same thing with females. Here's what happens from a male's perspective on sites like that. Immediately you start getting the hey, what's up, hi, or whatever. And there's been several times where the second verbal interaction between her and I was send a dick pic.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the things that I'd brought up before, is like, I feel like it's not necessarily not fair for you guys either, because it's happened so much between so many different other people that when we meet someone new, we think that that's the norm. That's the new norm, to you know, if I'm gonna make you think that I'm interested in you, I should just go ahead and ask for it, right? Because I've already got like 10 other dick pics in my messages waiting for me to open right now, but I kind of think you're cute, so I'm gonna throw it out there. You got a dick pic, and of course you're gonna have like 5 to choose from because you got saved in yours.
So you're talking about a dick pic lineup.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna compare, look for the girth and look for the length, and you're gonna choose the one that you find to be the most attractive, and you're gonna pick that guy.
Me personally, if you send me a dick pic, I'm not gonna respond to you. So that's probably why I'm still single.
Red, have you ever received a dick pic?
Yeah, plenty of them.
Yeah, right?
Plenty of them.
Yeah, see, that's, again, that comes to, this is what guys do, this is how guys are. It's unfortunate. I believe that in defense of men, Miranda, unfortunately, most men don't really mature until they hit their 40s. So until you hit that, or let me take that back, single 40s, if they're single and they're in their 40s, I think that's the age range that you'd be looking for. Because most of these younger cats, I think the people I don't think grown ass men are sending dick pics. I just don't see that. I think these young fuck boys that you called them, you know, but again, I think that's the 40 and under mark in my opinion. No offense, Red. I mean, you'll get there. What are you, 38?
39.
Yeah, 39. So yeah, enjoy a good couple of years, you know, of dick pics, and then one will be available.
Oh man. Yeah, like I get dick pics I've gotten dick pics for my birthday. I've gotten I've gotten nutsack pictures for my birthday. So, you know, only from close personal friends, of course. I'm not getting stranger ball sacks in my inbox or anything.
See, and a lot of women don't know that he's talking about the nutsack. I've received messages, instead of a text message, it'd be a photo message of a bat wing. And he wrote a message in Sharpie on his nutsack and spread it open to wherever, so I can read it. And I read it and I responded to him accordingly. Okay, so unfortunately, it's all online dating at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, there is no. I will tell you that I don't go out that much to like bars or anything. But this weekend kind of opened my eyes too, because I watched people operate in real life. They almost operate like they do on social media. Like I would watch a guy go from girl to girl to girl, dancing with them and like all up on them, and even like kissing a few. Like, and I say a few, it was probably like 3 different ones. This one guy was groping all over, and then he turns around and starts to walk towards me. I did my best to dodge. Honest to God, like physically dodging in a circle around this man so he wouldn't talk to me and or touch me. But it seems like that shit, I don't even know what to say. I don't want to say common decency is gone, but I think that's the best thing I can come up with right now. Just nobody has tact in their day lives or even in their relationships.
Yeah, it's a lack of morals. It's a desensitization, like Paycheck said earlier.
Yeah.
The internet and the porn industry has desensitized America and the world, where it's sex. That's all it boils down to. It's sex. If you find somebody online and you marry them and you have a long-lasting, very good relationship, that's a needle in a haystack.
A long-lasting marriage period is kind of becoming a rarity in its own.
That is true. Yep,
that is true.
But here's the deal. From what I see, you have two groups. you have relationship and you have sex. Some people are looking for relationships. Some people are only looking for sex. Now this happened pre-internet, present, you know, I mean, it's just been a thing. So you're at a point in your life where you're looking for a relationship. And then there are points, and this varies in age depending on life events, of course. Divorce, you know, puts you back out on the dating scene. So when you first get back out on the dating scene, you're not really looking for a relationship. You're kind of just, you're a mingler, you're a people person, you have needs, you want to scratch an itch. So you're over here in the sex category. So what happens is, unfortunately, there are a greater number of people in the the sex category and not enough people in the relationship category. I don't think, and of course this is all age and, you know, the different factors in people's lives, but I think the people that are online and that are using these online resources, the ones that Miranda mentioned, I think a majority, I think those are the people that are looking for sex. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to go old school if you're looking for a relationship, and it's gonna have to be somebody that you interact with on a daily basis that, you know, it's not a thing right now, but, you know, in a couple of years, maybe it might turn into a thing. You're building a relationship, you know what I mean? And I think that's the biggest problem, is that people don't know how to separate. You both realize that there is a whole underground, above ground, sexual community, right? I mean, there's swingers and there's prostitution and there's, I mean, escorts and strip clubs, and so that goes in the sex category. That's their lifestyle. That's, you know, sex is a big part of their lives. So even if they're married, sex is still a big part of their life outside their marriage. If they're single, sex is a big part. You know, sex is a big deal. It's been a huge factor in my life. It always will be. It's who I am. It's how, you know, it's in my genetic makeup, I guess. I don't know. I have an abnormal sex drive. So I often find myself in the category, even though I enjoy the relationship category thoroughly. You know what I mean? So now you're in the relationship category, but this sex category, you know, it just clawing at you, you know what I mean? So people get caught up in the middle. The relationship people are meeting the sex people on the internet. The relationship people don't know that that's the sex person, you know what I mean? But as soon as that sex person sends a dick pic to that relationship person, that's a wrap. Right, Miranda?
Yeah.
Okay, but now if somebody in that sex category sent a dick pic to another person in that sex category, then that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I've sent some dick pics, okay? And they were very much appreciated. Well, at least they were nice enough to lie to me about it, you know what I mean? They may have chuckled and showed all their friends, which I'm sure, Miranda, have you ever shared a dick pic with one of your girlfriends?
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm never sending a dick pic again.
Oh, yeah, no. They're definitely getting shared.
Red, have you and your friends ever shared a dick pic?
Together?
No, like somebody sent you a dick pic and you were like, ha, look at this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I gotta show it to somebody. If not, it's a... I have to show somebody.
It's what?
It's a wasted dick pic if you don't show somebody.
Right.
Yeah. So the whole sex category and relationship category. I mean, do y'all not see that?
Of course. It's obvious.
Okay, so I'm assuming at this point in your life you're in the relationship category.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my recommendation is you align yourself in the sex area, and through good sex, a good dick pic. I mean, you got to pick and choose carefully. You know what I mean? Have a sexual relationship. You're feeling him, he's feeling you. It ends up, you know, a lunch. A lunch turns into a dinner. A dinner turns into an engagement. I mean, this is possible, is it not?
Do not take that advice, Miranda. That is the worst advice I've ever heard in my entire life. Dude, okay, hypothetically speaking, I'm not speaking anything into existence on this young lady, but how many dicks has she got to go through to get lunch?
No. Lunch is not what you're looking for. Lunch is, you can take hoes to lunch, but you don't take a hoe to dinner. Okay, you take a lady to dinner.
Oh, damn.
You said it.
Huh? No, listen. I said it because Miranda's a friend of mine and I'm fucking with her. But apparently, if you're in a relationship category, the internet is based around sex.
Yeah.
The internet, you don't see anything about relationships except for the corny meme that your friend who is going through spiritual awakenings, you know what I mean? They post these little relationship memes. You know what I mean? That's the only relationship category that you see on the internet, but I see a shit ton of sex. Matter of fact, you guys, when you're scrolling up your Facebook feed and it shows you like wish.com.
Yeah, you know how many dildos and like some freaky ass shit I get suggested to me? I'm like, what the fuck, Facebook?
Dude,
are you trying to tell me something? Damn.
Yeah, look, I'm a dude, and as I'm flipping up, Wish will come up, and there'll be dildos on there. There'll be little things that women can pee in, you know what I mean, outside, so they don't have to squat. It's weird, dude. I can't figure it out. But my point is that sex is everywhere. Everywhere you look.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it's not.
Yeah. So
I'm
now
not saying there's not a social problem. There isn't.
You got to find that relationship amongst all that sex.
But I'm not going to lower my standards.
Right.
So how does a woman like you find a relationship then today?
I have no fucking idea. That's why I'm still single. Because all of the avenues that I've taken thus far have just proved to be not. I mean, there's nothing. Like, there's nothing good there. There's nothing substantial. There's nothing that you can build anything off of. You can even build a loosely based friendship off of the bullshit that you're finding on the internet. I mean, even if you step aside from the dick pics and that instant gratification, you still have this other thinking mentality that they treat online dating almost like speed dating. So if you've talked to them for a little bit, they expect you to go out with them immediately. Another thing guys don't understand, and why I had to get off of online dating, is I was on for 24 hours. I didn't even put hot pics up. I put moderately, like I'm in my sweatshirt, and didn't even like put on a full face and my hair was up pictures, okay? Like I go to the grocery store looking. Within 24 hours, I had probably 136, under 24 hours, 136 messages. Damn. And that's not even like in a prime, like it wasn't even on the weekend either. It was like a weekday. On a weekend, it's ridiculous. Now, if you don't answer these men, they get fucking pissed. Like, pissed. And then I'd start to feel bad. Like, I have to say, hi, this guy just complimented me on, how beautiful I am or whatever. So you get caught up in this. I'm now responding to 125 guys that I'm probably not even interested in any of them, but I feel guilty and almost like duty bound to answer them because they messaged me, and I'm not trying to be that chick who's just like a bitch and, fuck you, you're not attractive enough. Kick fucking rocks. I like, well, gee, thanks, I appreciate that and hope you have a great day. And then if you don't answer back, they're like, oh, so you're blowing me off and you're ghosting me? I had to ask my kid what the hell that was when I first heard that, and I'll fully admit that shit. But it's everything is like right now. They want the date right now. They want your attention right now. And even that goes into, if you do start talking to somebody on the side and you're not answering them right away on a text message, it's like the end of the fucking world for them. They don't understand. You have a job, you have kids, you got shit going on. And if you have more than one kid, you're juggling so much. And especially if you're by yourself, No, I don't have 24 hours a day to dedicate to you on my phone just because my phone might be sitting next to me. But like you guys are talking about the porn desensitizing people, I swear to God, a phone has completely desensitized people. It's taken all of our human decency away. It's taken that subtle, that what you would normally hold back inside and not say to someone. Now it's like, I'm a telephone fucking tough guy. I'm gonna tell you like it is. Now, if you meet me face to face, I'm gonna be a little pussy ass pansy and run the other way, and then text you as I'm running away, kiss my ass, motherfucker. But it's taken away our humanity. And
It's easier for a guy to say, "Show me your tits" on the internet than it would be if you guys you just wrapped up a romantic evening. You're back at his place or your place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you met someone and you walked up to him, like, yeah, obviously I know you, Johnny, but if I were to walk up to you, Red, and just talk to you, and we'll say we've put in only 4 hours of conversation, would you look me in the eye and go, okay, so
here's my dick.
Here's my dick. Show me your tits, girl. I see you got them there. Let's see them gibblies.
Red has gibblies too.
Oh, that's a nice shake. That's a nice shake. Now they're gonna bring the boys to the yard.
Look at them shoulders. Well, damn, this kind of sucks. This kind of I know we've talked a lot about men, you know, and them sending dick pics or whatever. It's because we're getting a female perspective, so we don't want everybody to think that we're picking on men. You know, y'all do some shady shit, y'all are creepy, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, we've come to an era in life that instant gratification, there's no personal, you know, it's not personal anymore. Everything's become impersonal, and unfortunately, well, let's do this. I'm gonna make a list real quick. We'll start with Miranda. Pre-internet, where would you meet somebody? And then I want to go to Red and then Miranda. Just off the top of your head, and I'll stop if you guys can't think of any other one. So Miranda, start off with you. Pre-internet, back in the day, where would you go to meet? Where would you meet somebody? And I'm not talking about school. Let's remove that. I don't want to talk about, you know, let's pretend like we were adults back in the day. Where would you meet somebody?
You would meet them like at the bar, through friends, social gatherings. You know, maybe somebody had like a party or, you know, something going on at their house, and you would meet them. Church. It's the best I got. I mean, you see it on the TVs shows or movies about people meeting in a grocery store and things like that, but I've never actually known somebody to legitimately do that. But I mean, hey, you have your coworkers, maybe you're in college, fellow students, you know, just happenstance. You just end up having a conversation with somebody on the bus back, you know, when people took buses or the train or the tram or whatever in your commute to work. The coffee shop, a restaurant, you know, to somebody sitting by themselves.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. All right, let me stop you right there. Red, you add, that was a lot of them. Can you add any of those?
A party? I mean, that's about where, that's about where it is for me. I mean, that's...
All right, that's a good one. Social gathering.
Yeah, that's about, I mean, she named off pretty much all the places, so...
All right. Well, I know you're married. I just want to throw this out. You are a softball dad. Yes. One could meet out at the ballpark.
Yeah, if the opportunity presented itself.
Yeah, they might. Maybe you're out there coaching. This MILF comes walking up with her kid. You know, you're like, "Hi, I'm the coach." You know what I mean? I mean, that works, right?
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. Yeah, if the opportunity presented itself, why not?
Okay, so I was going to say, because I mentioned that these would be the places that you would find back in the day. It looks like a lot of these would still be relevant today, right? I mean, could y'all add anything to presently? Removing the online factor. Miranda, anything today?
Removing the online factor?
Yeah.
I think I named them all.
Yeah, I agree. I think what worked then would still work now. Okay, so out of all those places, bar, friends, social gatherings, church, grocery store, co-workers or colleagues, a commute, coffee shop, a party, do you not do any of these things?
Do we not do any of these things?
Yeah, Miranda, meaning because she's single, and as opposed to the online dating. Do you go to the bar? Do you have friends that have single friends? Do you go to social gatherings?
Well, I think it would work for somebody who's probably younger than me, but right now at the stage of the game that I'm at, most of my friends are married. So it's not going to be like through friends that I'm probably going to meet anyone. And when I go out, I don't really get approached because, again, I just don't see people doing that, and I don't really go to the bar.
Okay, well, listen, let me stop you there for a second. Let me fill you in on the man's perspective. And this is fact. And not to blow smoke up your ass, we've known each other long enough. You're a beautiful woman. And that's a problem for a lot of men. Because you're a beautiful woman, most fuckboys are not going to approach you because, like, I know you personally and I know the way you carry yourself, and so not only are you a beautiful woman, but you hold yourself like, this girl does not play, Red. She's a no-holds bar, she's a badass chick. That's fucking intimidating to dudes. Fuckboys. Not so much a grown man, but maybe that's the problem, is maybe we're lacking grown fucking men around here. So you're dealing with these fuckboys and you give off the vibe that you're a badass, sexy, attractive woman, but you're not gonna put up with no shit. Most men, that's intimidating to them. I don't know personally a whole lot of men, and Red confirmed it, I've confirmed it. There's not a lot of men that will just walk up to a beautiful, independent, sexy woman and make contact. It's too dangerous. That's like Code Red shit right there. You know what I mean? Red, am I right?
Yeah, dude, that's exactly right.
How is it dangerous though? I mean, honestly, it's just like anything else. You're taking a shot. You're taking a gamble. What's the worst that's gonna happen? She's gonna say no. You're gonna failure. Failure's not trying.
Yeah, but ego. A male has an ego. When you turn him down, that destroys his fucking ego. Maybe only for like 24 hours, maybe 10 minutes, you know what I mean? It varies depending on the fuckboy, of course. But you're destroying this dude's ego. No bullshit. And it's not your fault. Women have the right to turn down unwanted contact or, whatever. But unfortunately, men are soft when it comes to that. A lot of people can't deal with that shit. And that is also why I couldn't do it when I was growing up. I wasn't that dude. I couldn't just walk up to a chick and introduce myself and have this cool little, one line or whatever. That wasn't me. I couldn't do that. Females intimidated me back in the day. Listen, females mature faster than men, even at our age. I know we mentioned it, younger as far as girls maturing, but still to this day, at our age, y'all are more mature than us. We will go cry to our mom's house if we, approach some chick at the bar and she laughed. No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, here you go. So, I mean, don't obviously know what you're capable of too.
Yeah. No, what was that? We did that episode. Know your lane? Yeah, know what lane you're in and stay in that motherfucker. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, don't go trying to reach outside of your. This sounds kind of bitchy, but your capabilities of pulling.
Okay,
like,
so
if you're
a 5, don't go approaching 8s, 9s.
If you're a 5, but you've got the confidence and the personality of a 7 or an 8, I say do it. But if you're a 5 and you're operating as a 5,
you're hardly a 5.
Yeah. don't do it.
So don't do what? So where's the cutoff if you're a 5? A 6? A 7?
I guess a 6, but I don't know.
So looks matter then.
To me, yes. Okay, let's just not fucking lie. Looks matter, period. But then, you know, and if you don't have looks, and this is something I ran into too on online dating, that females are ruining it for you guys, and they're ruining it for us good females, we'll say, because, you know, there's a term, what, the good guys finish last. Well, good girls don't always finish first either, because they're the super nasty slutty ones that are out there that are ruining it. They'll go through and they'll plow through a bunch of good guys because they want a free meal, or, you know, they're bored and they just want somebody to spend a few hours with, and so they'll be the equivalent of a fuckboy. They'll just be, I don't know, my term for it is a fucking twat waffle, so you can use that one if you want, but they use them and they abuse them, and then they're left, and these guys will sit there, and when they meet somebody like me that genuinely, I would pay my own way if I had to, because I don't like sitting down at a restaurant, just information's sake, and then feeling bad about ordering a full meal. I'm not afraid of food. I like food. I got big hips. I need to feed them. So I'm not going to eat a salad. I might be looking at that steak going, shit, am I really going to make him pay $18 for this motherfucker? Damn, I don't want to hold back. I might want dessert. So, but these bitches before me, they just ruin it. So they'll one of the things they'll ask is, you know, how much do you make? I'm like, what the fuck? You don't get to ask me that. Do you have a full-time job? Do you own your, do you have your own car? Do you, just super like I was applying for a fucking loan or something, you know, like I had lesser questions on my security clearance than I fucking did. These guys are putting me through on this internet dating site. Like, no, you don't need that information. I have a job, I pay my own way, and yeah, I have a valid driver's license. I actually had to put that in my profile because I was getting asked so much, those specific questions.
Wait. Somebody's asking you, so this is all in the beginning process. Is that what you're saying? Like, so a guy makes contact with you, you exchange pleasantries, and then those questions come out?
Yes, they're some of the first ones.
Wow. Like how much you make?
Yeah, what do you do for a living?
Shit, he might as well ask you how much you weigh at that point.
I don't know. I guess if you make enough, it doesn't matter. Because that's the other thing that's like kind of the caveat I was leading to, is that they're just looking for a paycheck. No offense, paycheck. They're not looking for you, but they're looking for a paycheck.
Everybody's looking for a paycheck.
Oh,
that easy money. Somebody else.
What'd you say?
They're looking for that easy money, which is always somebody else's.
Okay, so that brings me to
a sugar mama.
A sugar daddy or sugar mama.
So have you ever went out on a date with somebody that you met online?
No, not yet. I never did.
Because I can't help but to wonder. Okay, so you go. So let's paint the picture here. So you met some guy online. You're out at the restaurant. He's sitting opposite of you at the table. You're ordering food. As a female, at any point does what you order okay, how much do I have to put out for this meal or for that meal? So for a guy, if a guy meets, now I'm talking about in the sex category over here, of course. So if a guy takes, and I think this is one of the problems, so guys will go out to a restaurant, and if the girl says steak, baked potato, all that stuff, immediately he's thinking blowjob minimum.
Yeah, it's like a lesser form of prostitution.
So I would think that, does the female sit across from this dude looking at the menu, and thinking, okay, an appetizer, that's tits immediately. He's gonna have to at least see the tits if I get an appetizer.
Well, honestly, she's probably already done that with pictures.
Before the first date?
Oh yeah.
See, this whole thing is wild to me. I'm old. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is weird to me. Like, dudes do this? Like, immediately, their first thing is they send a dick pic.
Yes.
What? Dude, the balls on these motherfuckers
are usually not shaved.
They're what?
I said they're usually not shaved.
What? So dude is sending a...
You said the balls on these motherfuckers, and I said they're usually not shaved.
Yeah. So wait a minute. That makes it even weirder. I mean, I don't know. I only know my own deal, but I thought that in 2018, people manscaped.
Some do, because apparently that makes it look bigger.
Have you ever seen a guy? Has a guy ever sent you a dick pic where he's clean shaven and he has this just one little happy trail going from his belly button down to the business end?
Yeah.
Like he manscaped, like he took the effort of manscaping everything, but left that one cute little, that one cute little happy trail.
So I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. I've seen an arrow before.
So is presentation a factor?
I mean, so if they're gonna
obviously.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna take the time to keep it clean and neat, then at least obviously you're keeping it clean. So that's kind of a bonus to your boner.
So amongst this plethora of dick pics that was forced upon you, has any of them been tapered, pinky out, that kind of deal? Have you ever seen one you was like, that actually looks pretty nice?
Oh, like you've seen like an attractive dick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call them cocks. I'd feel more comfortable if we called them cocks.
Cocks?
Yeah. No, not the way you said it.
Cocks.
See?
Talking about cocks?
Cocks?
Yeah, that's that Alaska accent going out. Cocks.
Talk about cock and balls.
Cack. You see, for me, and this is why the whole dick pic thing is weird for me. Like, for men, our dick has a name. And the girls call it by the name, and it's depending on the age that you are, little boys start off with little snakes, or little tallywhackers or whatever. And then they get older a little bit, and it turns into a little pecker, and then a penis. And then by the time they get into high school, it might be a dick, some might not be as fortunate or whatever, but grown man status is, it's a cock.
A cock?
A cat with an A.
You've been waiting for a word that I can't say right this whole cast.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. Okay, so just to wrap things up a little bit, I want to bring everything back in. Okay, so dick pic, yes or no?
No.
Okay, there you have it, folks.
Not like right up front. I mean, I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so give the guys some hope here, okay? All these guys that are listening, we have guys in Sweden, and what's up, Sweden? Thanks for listening. Red, what were some of the other ones?
Singapore, Spain.
Yeah, Singapore, Spain. We appreciate y'all listening. This is for all you guys right here, okay? Miranda, at some point, is it okay to send a dick pic?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. So I'm assuming that you would have to be in the dating process, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've had a conversation that, okay, I, Johnny, at this point will no longer send dick pics to anybody else but you. You know what I mean? But in return, we get clit pics and tit pics.
Yes.
Okay, so what you're saying is that if we're able to calm down, just bring it down a little bit, say some nice things, take you out to eat, court you a little bit, we will be able to send dick pics, and in return we will get tit and clit pics.
Yeah, and they won't be lazy tit and clit pics either. They'll be those like super sexy ones.
Like with lingerie and stuff like that?
Yeah, with stuff like that.
There you have it, fellas. You just gotta be patient. Okay, don't just start the conversation with a dick pic. Hello is nice. What's up? Hola. Red, is there any other ones? What are some of the other languages you speak?
I can barely speak English, man.
I've enjoyed this. This has been very informative. A female's perspective on dick pics, the do's and don'ts, the ups and downs, the longs and the shorts.
So many shorts.
Is there? So is that the average? The average is under average, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, you can do a lot with angles. Don't oversell yourself either in your dick pics.
But see, yeah. So and that's a good point because I've experienced the whole dating online thing, and not everything is what it's portrayed to be through online dating.
Nope, not even your dick pics.
So
you might be hooking up with a 300-pound chick that you thought was like 150, but don't feel bad because she thought she was getting a 7-inch dick, and you're really coming to the table with 4.
Yeah, and that's erect. That's aroused.
That's fully erect.
And manscaped. Like that's the real deal. That's it.
There you go. So in the end, you've got the last laugh.
or did I?
Yeah.
All right, well, there you have it. Dick pics. Don't send them. Be patient. And if you are patient enough, you can expect, because Miranda said so, that you will receive tit and clit pics. Now, who doesn't want a good tit and clit pic, especially when it's dressed up with lingerie and stuff?
Stuff.
All right, well, there you have it. Red, you want to, for all those who have been under a rock, you want to tell them where they can find us?
Yeah, man. Facebook at paycheckandred.com. Or no, not Facebook at paycheckandred.com.
You want to start
Facebook.
over?
Yeah, it's Facebook at paycheckandred. Twitter at paycheckandred. And Instagram at paycheckandred podcast. We also have paycheckandred.com. Where you can buy merch, you can listen to the podcast,
listen to podcast,
and all that kind of cool shit. Also, you can find us at dramacityproductions.com/paycheckandred.
And if you want to know what we look like and how ugly we are, minus Miranda, but Red, you and I are ugly. So if you want to see how ugly we are, find us on YouTube.
And YouTube, yes, actually. Yep.
And where at on?
Hey, Conversations with Paycheck and Red.
There you go. There it is. That's all we have time for today. See ya.
Later.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Conversations with Paycheck and Red podcast. Check out Paycheck and Red on Facebook at Paycheck and Red, Instagram at Paycheck and Red podcast, and Twitter at Paycheck and Red. And don't forget, paycheckandred.com, where you can buy merch, you can subscribe to the podcast, and you can listen to the podcast.
Check out the Raw Opinion Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, and wherever else you find a great podcast.
Dude, why are you doing that voice? Just say, hey, come listen to Roy, Aaron, and Will on the Raw Opinion Podcast for laughs, football bets, and shit talking. We're 3 friends in North Central Texas sitting around a poker table, talking bro science and giving raw opinions.
Well, fuck yeah.